We've looked at the behavior overview and the site content reports. Next, we'll explore the site speed reports. Here, you can see an overview report, the page timings report, and the speed suggestions report. The site speed is a very important factor for your user experience and your organic traffic growth. Imagine you click on a link via a search result and it shows you a blank screen for 4 or more seconds. What is your first reaction? Chances are you will click the back button on your browser and move on to the next result. Therefore, your site speed directly impacts your bounce rate. And if your bounce rate is high, you are unlikely to rank high in search results, as search engines do not want to show results that people don't find useful. In the overview report, you can see sampled data on important site speed metrics. The one number that you will need to take note of is the average page load time. This shows the time taken for a page to load from landing on the page to the point it completely loads in the browser. The remaining metrics are rather technical in nature, and you can check with your IT team to work on improving them. So I'll just cover their definitions here rather than go into detailed explanations. The average redirection time refers to the average time taken to redirect to the final URL. To improve this metric, you need to reduce the number of redirects to a URL. The average domain lookup time depends on your domain service provider. Every time someone types in your domain, a domain lookup occurs via domain name tables that internet service providers and your hosting service generally maintain. If your average domain lookup time is too long, consider shifting to another domain name provider. The average server connection time refers to the time taken for your browser to connect to the server, and the average server response time is the amount of time taken for the server to reply with the page that you are searching for. If these are too long, consider upgrading your hosting specifications. Lastly, the average page download time is the average time taken to download your page. You can dive into the page speed for each page by navigating to the page timing report. This report shows you a comparison view by default. A green bar means that the page has a better performance than average, and red means that it loads slower than average. You can open each page in the browser by clicking the icon at the right side of the individual page URI in the leftmost column. This is useful to access and analyze a page immediately. You can also switch from comparison view to data view, which will then show you the average page load time, page views, bounce rate, and exit rate for your page. You will notice a high correlation between the average page load time, bounce rate, and exit rate. Finally, we have the speed suggestions report that provides you with the average page load time and page views. This report used to link to the Page Speed Insights tool by Google, which is what made it useful. I would recommend using the Page Speed Insights tool, which is a separate tool provided by Google directly to analyze a page. You can access this tool by searching for Page Speed Insights on Google. The tool analyzes each page, gives you a score on the page, and offers more recommendations to speed up the experience of your pages, both for mobile and desktop. Here is a case study that shows you the importance of your site speed. This client had been in business for about 5 years when our 2 Stallions team conducted their site speed optimization. The optimizations resulted in their speed being cut by more than half, which was maintained over a 6-month period with slight degradation to 5.3 seconds. The results on bounce rate and pages per session, both engagement metrics, was astounding, with improvements of over 80% and over 68% respectively. Speed is an important factor, and if you want more reasons to speed things up, here is part of an infographic from HubSpot that shares how speed impacts revenue for e-commerce websites as well as your search rankings, amongst others. That's all for the site speed reporting section. See you in the next video.